Hello friends, today I am discussing about the most important chapter of science class 8th, from which minimum 2 to 4 questions are asked in every exam, so it is most important. So let's start without wasting of time. Chapter number is 12. Chapter name is Some Natural Phenomena. In this chapter we shall discuss two destructive natural phenomena. These are lightning and earthquakes. We shall also discuss what steps we can take to minimize destruction caused by these phenomena. इस चैप्टर में हम पढ़ेंगे और जानेंगे लाइटनिंग और अर्थक्वेक के बारे में, कैसे लाइटनिंग होता है, कैसे अर्थक्वेक होता है, इसी के बारे में समझेंगे और इससे क्या क्या नुकसान हो सकते हैं, क्या क्या नुकसान होते हैं, इससे कैसे बचा जा सकता है, इसी के बारे में समझेंगे. गॉट इट? नेक्स्ट, लाइटनिंग. यू माइट हैव सीन sparks on a electric pole when wires become loose. This phenomenon is quite common when wind is blowing and shaking the wires. You might also have seen sparks when a plug is loose in its socket. Lightning is also an electric spark, but on a huge scale. Got it? Next, in ancient times, people did not understand the cause of these sparks. जो प्राचीन समय थे उस समय में जो ये स्पार्क होती थी, कभी कभी जब हम वायर को लूज रखते हैं, यदि सॉकेट में कोई भी वायर लूज रहता है या सॉकेट के जो चैम्बर होते हैं वो यदि लूज रहता है तो स्पार्क करता है. तो प्राचीन समय में एंशिएंट टाइम्स पीपल डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द कॉज ऑफ दिज स्पार्क्स. प्राचीन समय में इसके क्या कारण है स्पार्क करने के, इसके बारे में लोगों को पता नहीं होता था. दे वेयर देयरफॉर अफ्रेड ऑफ लाइटनिंग एंड थॉट दैट the wrath of gods was visiting them. Now, of course, we understand that lightning is caused by the accumulation of charge in the clouds. We need not be afraid of lightning, but we have to take precaution to protect ourselves from the deadly spark. Next, the sparks that the Greek knew about. The ancient Greek knew as early as 600 BC that when amber is a kind of resin, was rubbed with fur, it attracted light objects such as hair. You might have seen that when you take off woolen or polyester clothes, your hair stands on end. If you take off these clothes in the dark, you even see a spark and hear a cracking sound. In 1752, Benjamin Franklin, an American scientist, showed that lightning and the spark from your clothes are essentially the same phenomenon. However, it took 2000 years for this realization to occur. Got it? Next, I wonder why they took so many years to realize the similarity. Scientific discoveries are a result of hard work by many people. It can sometimes take a long time. Got it? We shall now study some properties of electric charge. We shall also see how they are related to the lightning in the sky. Let us perform some activities to understand the nature of electric charge. But recall first what you might have played as a game when you rub a plastic scale on your dry hair. जब आप किसी प्लास्टिक स्केल को अपने सूखे बाल पे रब करते हो, रगड़ते हो, तो क्या होता है? द स्केल कैन अट्रैक्ट वेरी स्मॉल पीसेस ऑफ पेपर. देन वो प्लास्टिक स्केल पे एक चार्ज आ जाता है, और यदि वह प्लास्टिक के स्केल को यदि किसी छोटे छोटे टुकड़े के जो पेपर है उसके पास ले जाओगे तो वह क्या करेगा? अट्रैक्ट करेगा. 12.2 चार्जिंग बाय रबिंग. एक्टिविटी 12.1. टेक अ यूज्ड बॉल पेन रिफिल and rub it vigorously with a piece of polythene. Bring it close to a small pieces of paper. Take care not to touch the rubbed end of the refill with your hand or with a metallic object. Repeat the activity with small pieces of dry leaf, husk and mustard seeds. Record your observation. When a plastic refill is rubbed with polythene, it acquires a small electric charge. Similarly, when a plastic comb is rubbed with dry hair, it acquires a small charge. These objects are called charged objects. In the process of charging the refill and the plastic comb, polythene and hair also get charged. Got it? Let's try to charge some other objects that are familiar to you. Activity 12.2. Collect the objects and the materials listed in table 12.1. Try to charge each by rubbing with the materials mentioned in the table. Record your finding. You can add more items to the table. Got it? Objects rubbed, materials used for rubbing, attract does not attract piece of paper, charged, not charged. Okay? Types of charge and their interaction. We will select some objects from table 12.1 for the next activity. 12.3. A. Inflate two balloons. Hang them in such a way that they do not touch each other. Figure 15.1. Rub both the balloons with a woolen cloth and release them. What do you observe? What? Figure 12.1. Like charges repel each other. Now, let us repeat this activity with the used pen refills. Rub one refill with polythene. Place it carefully in a glass tumbler, using the tumbler as a stand. Figure 12.2. Got it? Here 12.2. Interaction between like charges. इंटरेक्शन कब होगी? जब लाइक चार्ज होंगे, मतलब समान ध्रुव होंगे, समान चार्ज होंगे, तो इंट्रैक्शन होगी। गॉट इट। जैसे इंडिफरेंट चार्ज हुआ तो रिपेल हो जाएगा। गॉट इट। रब द अदर रिफिल आल्सो विद पॉलीथीन, ब्रिंग इट क्लोज टू द चार्ज रिफिल, बी केयरफुली नॉट टू टच द चार्ज end with your hands. Is there any effect on the refill in the tumbler? What do the two attract each other or repel each other? What in this activity we have brought close together the charged objects that were made of the same material. What happens if two charged objects made of different materials are brought close to each other? What? Let us find out. B. Rub a refill and place it gently in a glass tumbler as before figure 12.3. Bring an inflated charged balloon near the refill and observed. Figure 12.3. Unlike charges attract each other. जो अनलाइक चार्ज होते हैं वो क्या करते हैं? अट्रैक्ट करते हैं ईच अदर। इस लाइक चार्ज होंगे तो रिपेल करेंगे। गॉट इट। नेक्स्ट, लेट अस समराइज दिस ऑब्जर्वेशन। अ चार्ज्ड बैलून repelled a charged balloon. Next, a charged refill repelled a charged refill, but a charged balloon attracted a charged refill. Does it indicate that the charge on the balloon is of a different kind from the charge on the refill? What can we say then? That there are two kinds of charges. What can we also say that the charges of the same kind repel each other while the charges of different kind attract each other? It is a convention to call the charge acquired by a glass rod when it is rubbed with silk as positive. The other kind of charge is said to be negative. It is observed that when a charged glass rod is brought near a charged plastic straw rubbed with polythene, there is attraction between the two. What do you think would be the kind of charge on the plastic straw? What? Your guess that the plastic straw would carry a negative charge is correct. The electrical charges generated by rubbing are static. They do not move by themselves. When charges move, they constitute an electric current. You have been reading about electric current since class 6. The current in a circuit which makes a bulb glow or the current that makes a wire hot is nothing but a motion of charges. Okay? Next, transfer of charge activity 12.4. Take an empty jam bottle. Take a piece of cardboard slightly bigger in size than the mouth of the bottle. Pierce a hole in it so that a metal paper clip can be inserted. Open out the paper clip as shown in figure 12.4. Cut 2 strips of aluminum foil about 4 cm into 1 cm each. Hang them on the paper clip as shown. Insert the paper clip in the cardboard lid so that it is perpendicular to it. Figure 12.4. Charge a refill and touch it with the end of the paper clip. Observe what happens. Is there any effect on the foil strips? Do they repel each other or attract each other? No. Touch other charged bodies with the end of the paper clip. Do foil strips behave in the same way in all cases? Can this apparatus be used to detect whether a body is charged or not? What? Can you explain why the foil strips repel each other? What? Figure 12.4. A simple electroscope. A simple electroscope. Got it? Next. The aluminum foil strips receive the same charge from the charged refill through the paper clip. Remember that metals are good conductors of electricity. The strips carrying similar charges repel each other and they become wide open. Such a device can be used to test whether an object is carrying charge or not. This device is known as electroscope. Thus, we find that electrical charge can be transferred from a charged object to another through a metal conductor. Touch the end of the paper clip gently with hand and you will find a change in the foil strips. They come back to their original state. Repeat charging of foil strips and touching the paper clip. Every time you will find that the foil strips collapse as soon as you touch the paper clip with hand. Why does it happen? What? The reason is that the foil strips lose charge to the earth through your body. We say that the foil strips are discharged. The process of transferring of charge from a charged object to the earth is called earthing. Earthing is provided in building to protect us from electrical shocks due to any leakage of electrical current. Next, the story of lightning. It is now possible to explain lightning in terms of the charge produced by rubbing. During the development of a thunderstorm, the air currents move upward while the water droplets move downward. This vigorous movement causes separation of charge by a process not yet completely understood. The positive charges collect near the upper edge of the clouds and the negative charges accumulate near the lower edge. There is accumulation of positive charge near the ground also. When the magnitude of the accumulated charge becomes very large, the air, which is normally a poor conductor of electricity, is no longer able to resist their flow. Next, negative and positive charge meet, producing stacks of bright light and sound. We see stacks as lightning. Figure 12.5. The process is called an electric discharge. 12.5 figure here. Accumulation of charge leading to lightning. Okay. The process of electric discharge can occur between two or more clouds or between clouds and the earth. Today, we need not get frightened by lightning like our ancestors did. Now, we understand the basic phenomena. Scientists are trying hard to improve this understanding. However, lightning strike could destroy life and property. It is therefore necessary to take measures to protect ourselves. लाइटनिंग जो बिजली वगैरह जो गिरती है धरती पे, उसके लिए क्या क्या सेफ्टी है सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से, उस चीज़ के बारे में अब हम पढ़ेंगे. ड्यूरिंग लाइटनिंग एंड थंडरस्टॉर्म नो ओपन प्लेस इज सेफ. कोई भी ओपन प्लेस जो है सेफ नहीं होता है. गॉट इट. नेक्स्ट, हियरिंग थंडर इज एन अलर्ट टू रश टू अ सेफर प्लेस. आफ्टर हियरिंग द लास्ट थंडर, वेट फॉर सम टाइम बिफोर कमिंग आउट ऑफ द सेफ प्लेस. नेक्स्ट, फाइंडिंग अ सेफ प्लेस. अ हाउस और अ बिल्डिंग इज अ सेफ प्लेस. जो घर होते हैं, मकान होते हैं, वह क्या होता है? सेफ प्लेस होता है लाइटनिंग से, थंडरस्टॉर्म से बचने के लिए. इफ़ यू आर ट्रैवलिंग बाय कार और बाय बस, यदि आप कार से, बस से ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, यू आर सेफ इनसाइड विद विंडोज एंड डोर्स ऑफ द व्हीकल शट. तो आप बस के अंदर, कार के अंदर, यदि आपका खिड़की बंधा हुआ है और विंडो के साथ साथ डोर जो है वो बंद किया हुआ है, लगा हुआ है, तो आप सेफ हैं, सुरक्षित हैं. गॉट इट. नेक्स्ट, डू एंड डोंट ड्यूरिंग अ थंडरस्टॉर्म. डू एंड डोंट ड्यूरिंग अ थंडरस्टॉर्म. क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. आउटसाइड, बाहर. ओपन व्हीकल्स लाइक मोटर बाइक्स, ट्रैक्टर, कंस्ट्रक्शन मशीनरी, ओपन कार्स आर नॉट सेफ. जो खुला व्हीकल्स हैं जैसे बाइक, ट्रैक्टर, कंस्ट्रक्शन मशीनरी, ओपन कार्स आर नॉट सेफ. ये जो है सेफ, सुरक्षित जगह नहीं है ड्यूरिंग थंडरस्टॉर्म. गॉट इट. ओपन फील्ड्स, टॉल ट्री, शेल्टर्स इन पार्क्स, एलिवेटेड प्लेस डू नॉट प्रोटेक्ट अस फ्रॉम लाइटनिंग स्ट्रोक्स. जो खुला मैदान होता है, बहुत बड़ा लंबा ट्री होता है. शेल्टर्स इन पार्क्स, जो पार्क में छाया होते हैं. एलिवेटेड प्लेस डू नॉट प्रोटेक्ट अस फ्रॉम लाइटनिंग स्ट्रोक्स. नेक्स्ट, कैरिंग एन अम्ब्रेला इज नॉट एट ऑल अ गुड आइडिया ड्यूरिंग थंडरस्टॉर्म. जो आप अम्ब्रेला यूज करते हो, छाता, ये भी अच्छा आइडिया नहीं है आप थंडरस्टॉर्म से बचने के लिए. इफ़ इन अ फॉरेस्ट, टेक शेल्टर अंडर शॉर्टर ट्री। यदि आप किसी जंगल में हो तो आप कोशिश करें कि जो सबसे छोटा पेड़ है, पौधा है, उसके अंदर, उसके पास जाके आप रुक सकते हो। गॉट इट? इफ नो शेल्टर इज अवेलेबल एंड यू आर इन एन ओपन फील्ड, स्टे फॉर अवे फ्रॉम ऑल ट्रीज, स्टे अवे फ्रॉम पोल्स और अदर। मान लीजिए कि आप किसी भी शेल्टर, छाया के नीचे नहीं हो और आप ओपन फील्ड में हो और जो भी पेड़ है, पौधा है, वो आपसे बहुत दूर है, तो उस सिचुएशन में क्या करना चाहिए? मेटल ऑब्जेक्ट्स डू नॉट लाई ऑन द ग्राउंड, इंस्टेड स्क्वेट लो ऑन द ग्राउंड, प्लेस योर हैंड on your knee with your head between the hands, figure 12.6. This position will make you the smallest target to be struck. Figure 12.6 safe position during lightning. यदि आप फील्ड पे हो और यदि आपके आसपास कोई न पेड़ है न कुछ पौधा है, तो आप क्या करेंगे? इस तरह से, इस पोजीशन में आप कहीं पे एक जगह बैठ सकते हो। गॉट इट? इसे जो थंडरस्टॉर्म है उसको स्ट्रक करने की कैपेसिटी कम हो जाएगी, मतलब कम आप पे इम्पैक्ट डालेगा। गॉट इट? इनसाइड द हाउस, यदि आप घर के अंदर हो तो क्या क्या करना चाहिए? लाइटनिंग कैन स्ट्राइक टेलीफोन कोड्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल वायर्स एंड मेटल पाइप्स। Do you remember? Lightning is an electrical discharge. What? During a thunderstorm, contact with these should be avoided. It is safer to use mobile phones and cordless phones. यदि लाइटनिंग आती है, थंडरस्टॉर्म होता है, तो आप कॉर्डलेस फ़ोन यूज कर सकते हो। गॉट इट? और मोबाइल फ़ोन्स आप यूज कर सकते हो। ये सेफ़ है। जिसमें वायर लगे हुए रहते हैं, इस तरह के टेलीफोन को यूज नहीं करना चाहिए। गॉट इट? ड्यूरिंग अ थंडरस्टॉर्म, कॉन्टैक्ट विद दिस शुड बी अवॉइडेड। इट इज सेफर टू यूज मोबाइल फोन्स एंड कॉर्डलेस फोन्स। गॉट इट? हाउएवर, इट इज नॉट वाइज टू कॉल अप अ पर्सन हु इज रिसीविंग योर फोन थ्रू अ वायर्ड फोन। जो वायर वाले फ़ोन होते हैं जिसमें तार लगे रहते हैं, ये बुद्धिमानी नहीं होगी कि आप उससे किसी को फ़ोन करें या किसी को बुलाएं। गॉट इट? तो इससे बचना है। नेक्स्ट, बाथिंग शुड बी अवॉइडेड। जब थंडरस्टॉर्म हो, लाइटनिंग हो, तो नहाने से बचना चाहिए तभी के समय। बाथिंग शुड बी अवॉइडेड ड्यूरिंग थंडरस्टॉर्म टू अवॉइड कॉन्टैक्ट विद रनिंग वाटर। जो रनिंग वाटर होते हैं, चलता पानी, बाथिंग करना, नहाना, इसको क्या करना चाहिए? अवॉइड करना चाहिए ड्यूरिंग थंडरस्टॉर्म। नेक्स्ट, इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस लाइक कंप्यूटर्स, टीवी एक्सेट्रा शुड बी अनप्लग्ड। जो इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस होते हैं लाइक कंप्यूटर्स, टीवी एक्सेट्रा, इस सबको क्या करना चाहिए? अनप्लग कर देना चाहिए, मतलब प्लग से हटा देना चाहिए। इलेक्ट्रिकल लाइट्स कैन रिमेन इज ऑन। जो आपके घर में बल्ब वगैरह लगा हुआ है उसको आप ऑन ही रख सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। दे डू नॉट कॉज एनी हार्म। इससे कोई भी इम्पैक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा। सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या करना है? जो इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंस है जैसे कंप्यूटर, टीवी वगैरह, इसके प्लग को अनप्लग कर देना है। गॉट इट? लाइटनिंग कंडक्टर्स। लाइटनिंग कंडक्टर is a device used to protect building from the effect of lightning. A metallic rod taller than the building is installed in the walls of the building during its construction. One end of the rod is kept out in the air and the other is buried deep in the ground. Figure 12.7. The rod provides easy route for the transfer of electric charge to the ground. The metal columns used during construction, electrical wires and water pipes in the building also protect us to an extent, but do not touch them during a thunderstorm. आपने नोटिस किया होगा जब कंस्ट्रक्शन की वर्क होती है, जब कोई मकान बनता है तो उसमें छड़ डाल दिया जाता है ग्राउंड से टॉप तक. गॉट इट. और उसमें जो पाइप वगैरह यूज किया जाता है किस चीज़ के लिए? पानी वगैरह के लिए. तो यह भी जो है हमें बचाता है. और इलेक्ट्रिकल वायर्स जो होते हैं ये सभी जो हैं ये भी बचाते हैं किस चीज़ से? थंडरस्टॉर्म से. गॉट इट. नो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट अर्थक्वेक. यू जस्ट लर्नड अबाउट thunderstorm and lightning. These natural phenomena can cause large scale destruction of human life and property. Fortunately, these phenomena can be predicted to some extent. The weather department can warn about a thunderstorm developing in some area. If a thunderstorm occurs, there is always a possibility of lightning and cyclones accompanying it. So we get time to take measures to protect ourselves from the damage caused by these phenomena. लाइटनिंग कंडक्टर्स हेयर इज. गॉट इट. ये आप देख रहे हो टॉप पे एक छड़ निकला हुआ है. लाइटनिंग कंडक्टर 12.7. कॉपर प्लेट ये ग्राउंड में मतलब जहाँ पे घर बना हुआ है उसके नीचे लगा हुआ है. ओके. देयर इज हाउएवर वन नेचुरल फिनोमिना which we are not yet able to predict accurately. It is an earthquake. It can cause damage to human life and property on a huge scale. Next, a major earthquake occurred in India on 8 October 2005 in Uri and Tengdhar town of North Kashmir. Figure 12.8. Before that, a major earthquake occurred on 26 January 2001 in Bhuj district of Gujarat. Activity 12.5. Ask your parents about the huge damage to life and property caused by these earthquakes. Collect a few pictures showing the damage caused by these earthquakes from newspaper and magazines of those days. Prepare a short report on the suffering of the people during and after the earthquakes. What is an earthquake? What happens when it occurs? What can we do to minimize its effect? What? These are some of the questions which we shall discuss below. Next, we will discuss about what is an earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth which lasts for a very short time. It is caused by a disturbance deep inside the earth is crust. Earthquake occurs all the time, all over the earth. They are not even noticed. Major earthquakes are much less frequent. They can cause immense damage to buildings, bridges, dams and people. There can be a great loss to life and property. Earthquake can cause floods, landslide and tsunami. A major tsunami occurred in the Indian Ocean on 26 December 2004. All coastal areas around the ocean suffered huge losses. Activity 12.6. Take an outline map of the world. Locate the eastern coast and Andaman and Nicobar Island in India. Mark other countries around the Indian Ocean which could have suffered damage. Collect accounts of the devastation caused by the tsunami in India from your parents or other elders in the family or in the neighborhood. Next, what caused an earthquake? ये एक बच्ची पूछ रही है, तो इसके ग्रैंडमदर बोलते हैं, My grandmother told me that the earth is balanced on the horn of a bull, and when the bull shifts it to the other horn, an earthquake takes place. How could it be true? What? In ancient time, प्राचीन समय में, people did not know the true cause of earthquake. प्राचीन समय में लोगों को पता नहीं था अर्थक्वेक होने के क्या सच्चा कारण है. Their ideas were therefore expressed in mythical stories such as the one told by Bujo's grandmother. Similarly, myths were prevalent in other parts of the world. What could cause a disturbance inside the earth? Now, we know that the tremors are caused by the disturbance deep down inside the uppermost layer of the earth called the crust. Figure 12.9. A structure of the earth. First crust, mantle, outer core and inner core. Next, the outermost layer of the earth is not in one piece. It is fragmented. Each fragment is called a plate. Figure 12.10. These plates are in continual motion when they brush past one another. Got it? Here, figure 12.10, earth plate. Got it? You can look in. Or a plate goes under another due to collision. Figure 12.11. They cause disturbance in the earth crust. It is thus disturbance that show up as an earthquake on the surface of the earth. 12.11. Movement of earth is plate brushing past colliding. If scientists know so much about earthquakes, can they also predict when and where the next one will strike? Although we know for sure what caused an earthquake, it is not yet possible to predict when and where the next earthquake might occur. Okay? I read somewhere that underground explosion could also cause tremors. Tremors on the earth can also be caused when a volcano erupts or a meteors. Tremors on the earth can also be caused when a volcano erupts or a meteor hits the earth or an underground nuclear explosion is carried out. However, most earthquakes are caused by the movement of Earth's plate. Since earthquakes are caused by the movement of plates, the boundaries of the plates are the weak zones where earthquakes are more likely to occur. The weak zones are also known as seismic or fault zones. In India, the area most threatened are Kashmir, Western and Central Himalayas, the whole of northeast run of Kutch, Rajasthan and the Indo-Gangetic Plain. Some area of South India also fall in the danger zone. Figure 12.12 here. Got it? Figure 12.12 movements of Indian earth plate. Okay? Next. The power of an earthquake is expressed in terms of a magnitude on a scale called the Richter scale. Really, destructive earthquakes have magnitude higher than 7 on the Richter scale. Both Bhuj and Kashmir earthquakes had magnitude greater than 7.5. Next, the tremors produces waves on the surface of the earth. These are called seismic waves. The waves are recorded by an instrument called the seismograph. Figure 12.13. The instrument is simply a vibrating rod or a pendulum which starts vibrating when tremors occur. A fan is attached to the vibrating system. The fan records the seismic wave on a paper which moves under it. By studying these waves, scientists can construct a complete map of the earthquake as shown in figure 12.14. Okay? They can also estimate its power to cause destruction. Support, string, pendulum, bob, pen, rotating drum, charred paper. Figure 12.13 a seismograph. A typical seismograph record. Got it? Like many other scale in science, decibel is another example. Richter scale is not linear. This means that an earthquake of magnitude 6 does not have 1.5 times the destructive energy of an earthquake of magnitude 4. In fact, an increase of 2 in magnitude means 1000 times more destructive energy. Therefore, an earthquake of magnitude 6 has 1000 times more destructive energy than an earthquake of magnitude 4. Next, protection against earthquakes. We know from the earlier page that earthquake cannot be predicted. We have also seen that they can be highly destructive. It is therefore important that we take necessary precaution to protect ourselves all the time. People living in seismic zones where the earthquakes are more likely to occur have to be especially prepared. First of all, the buildings in these zones should be so designed that they can withstand major tremors. Modern building technology can make it possible. It is advisable to make the structure simple so that it is quake safe. First, consult qualified architects and structural engineers. Next, in highly seismic areas, the use of mud or timber is better than using heavy construction material. Keep roofs as light as possible. In case the structure falls, the damage will not be heavy. Next, it is better if the cupboards and shelves are fixed to the walls so that they do not fall easily. Next, be carefully where you hang wall clocks, photo frames, water heaters, etc. so that in the event of an earthquake, they do not fall on people. Next, since some buildings may catch fire due to an earthquake, it is necessary that all buildings, especially tall buildings, have fire fighting equipment in working order. Next, the Central Building Research Institute, Roorkee has developed know-how to make quake-resistant houses. In the event that an earthquake does strike, take the following steps to protect yourself. First, if you are at home, take shelter under a table and stay there till the shaking stops. Next, stay away from tall and heavy objects that may fall on you. Next, if you are in bed, do not get up, protect your head with a pillow. Next, if you are outdoors, find a clear spot away from buildings, tree and overhead power lines. Drop to the ground. Next, if you are in a car or a bus, do not come out. Ask the driver to drive slowly to clear a spot. Do not come out till the tremors stop. Got it? Now we will discuss about what you have learned. First, some objects can be charged by rubbing with other objects. Next, there are two kinds of charge, positive charge and negative charge. Next, like charges repel and unlike charge attract each other. Next, the electrical charges produced by rubbing are called static charges. Next, when charges move, they constitute an electric current. Next, an electroscope may be used to detect whether a body is charged or not. Next, the process of transfer of charge from a charged object to the earth is called earthing. Next, the process of electric discharge between clouds and the earth or between different clouds causes lightning. Next, lightning strikes could destroy life and property. Next, lightning conductors can protect building from the effect of lightning. Next, an earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth. Next, earthquake is caused by a disturbance deep inside the earth is crust. Next, it is not possible to predict the occurrence of an earthquake. Next, earthquakes tend to occur at the boundaries of Earth's plates. These boundaries are known as fault zones. Next, destructive energy of an earthquake is measured on the Richter scale. The earthquake measuring 7 or more Richter scale can cause severe damage to life and property. Next, we should take necessary precaution to protect ourselves from earthquakes. Got it? Here is some keywords you can go through itself. So thank you friends. Hope you will learn something new. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much. Radhe Radhe.